Wow, wow, wow. We're going to try this again. I don't personally know what is up with Facebook tonight, what's going on. As you come on, hit share, tag somebody you love, tag somebody you care about, tag somebody you want to motivate on tonight. I'm believing God to do something miraculous. I'm believing God to do something mighty in your life. You're the one that's watching this video. Come on, come on. The devil mad on tonight. The devil is mad on tonight, but God is faithful. God is faithful. In spite of, God is faithful. In spite of, as you come on, hit share. Tag somebody you love. Tag somebody you care about. Tag somebody you want to motivate on tonight. I was not on here last week because I was making baskets. So I am praying you are hungry to hear from God. I believe I have a word for you, the one that's watching this video. I believe I got something that's going to be life-changing. I truly believe that I got something that's going to bless you on a whole nother level. I don't know who I'm speaking to. Come on, somebody. On tonight, but as you come on, hit share, get prepared, prepared to be uplifted, prepared to be motivated. Come on, come on, come on. Y'all already know how this go. Y'all already know how this go. God is amazing. He's amazing. He's mighty. He's powerful. Come on, come on, come on. I feel like, watch this. On tonight, somebody was just at their breaking point, and God sent me, come on, somebody, to encourage, to inspire, to motivate. Come on, people of God. Tap in, tap in. As you come on, hit share and tag 5 people. Thank you, Crystal Young. Thank you, Chantel Britt. See, these are people who automatically tune in to me every night. The Bible says, come on, somebody, where 2 or more are gathered, he is in the midst. The only way we can come in agreement, watch this, with God to bombard heaven on your behalf is if I say something you like. You can comment below. You can hit share. You can hit tag. You can give me likes. You can give me hearts. But whatever you do, baby, don't worry about everybody else that's on this live. Act like it's me, you, and God. I believe I have a message for you. Yes, you. The one that's watching this video on tonight. I believe this message. I love you too, Junie June. I believe that this message is going to bless you on a whole nother level. I believe that this message on tonight, come on somebody, is going to remind somebody that they can make it. I believe that the message that is coming forth tonight, watch this, you were meant to be on this live. Miss Erica Johnson, thank you for tagging. That's the way you do it. Come on, people of God. I already feel the spirit. I am ready to release, but I cannot release until I feel that everyone is on here who's supposed to be on here. So come on, come on, come on. We're going to wait on Facebook to build an audience. Come on. Hallelujah, Jesus. We bless your name. Hallelujah. Sherelle, we will do that. Come on, people of God. Y'all stay connected. Stay tuned. Thank you, Big Murray. Come on. Start tagging some people. Start tagging some people. Start tagging some people. Come on, people of God. Tune in and tap in. Tune in and tap in. It's real simple. Thank you, Carolyn Simmons. That's the way you do it. Tune in and tap in. I'm just asking you to tag 5 people. Look. All week long, we was posting our babes, posting our husbands, posting your baby daddies, posting your Valentine's Day gift. Come on, somebody. You was posting your statuses about how you felt. I need somebody to motivate somebody they love on tonight. Tonight, I want to challenge you to do something different. Tag that person that you've been seeing post crazy on Facebook, that been looking like they want to give up, that been looking like they're depressed, broken down, and beaten out. Tag somebody who just lost a family member. Tag somebody on tonight who feel like giving up. Oh my God, Lord God. I feel God's spirit already. Thank you, Jerry. And I love to see the men on here. Thank you, Portia. Thank you, Latanya. Come on. That's the way to do it. Just 3 more minutes. People of God, tune in, tune in. Tap in and tune in. Tap in and tune in. Come on. I'm believing God to do something miraculous. Listen, I will be in Atlanta, Georgia this week on the 18th and the 19th. And then I'll be in Greensville, South Carolina, the 20th and 21st. I will be doing one-on-ones. I will be out there ministering. Listen, people of God, y'all can hit me up after. But I am believing God to give you clarity on tonight. Is so often we pray to God and don't get clarity. Can I just keep it real for a moment? It's so often we're going through some of the things we're going through and we feel like we don't got nobody else but God. I don't know who that message is for on tonight. But baby, if you got God, God is all you need. If you got God, then you got everything. Oh, I don't know who I'm blessing with that on tonight. Some of you feel like, you know what? I've been holding this thing in so long because I don't got nobody I could talk to. People tell your business or people messy. I don't know who this is for on tonight. Thank you, Peaches Hannibal, for tagging all those people. I don't know who this message is for on tonight, but you feel like I got to hold it in. I ain't got no choice but to be strong because I'm everybody else's strength. But baby, let me help you with this thing on tonight. Come on, somebody. Let me help somebody real quick. If God is all you got, baby, then God is all you need. Come on. I'm believing God to do it. I'm believing God to do it on tonight. Tonight's message, if you are just now tuning in, is it's your I can't season. It's your I can't season. That thing blessed me so much because I'm like, God, it's your I can't season. You got to break that thing all the way down for me. And baby, you better believe he did just that. I need somebody to comment below. Come on. I can't. Put that thing in capital letters. I can't. God said, it's your I can't season. It's your I can't season. I don't know who I'm blessing with this word. I don't know who I'm motivating with this word. But baby, it's your I can't season. Come on. I need y'all to tap in and tune in. Tap in and tune in tonight. Tap in and tune in on tonight. It's your I can't season. Not I can. CANT. It's your I can't season. I said, God, are you sure? I want to make sure I heard from you before I come on live with what you're giving me on tonight. God, you got to give me clarity. You got to give me examples, God. And you got to give me, come on, somebody, a way to break this thing down so the people of God can get it. He said, it's your I can't season. I said, God, come on, somebody. Come on. I said, God, you got to explain this thing to me even more. It's okay. To that person who's putting the crying emojis, baby, you better cry out to God because this word is about to change your life for the good. I don't know who I'm blessing with this, but this word is about to change your life for the good. God told me to tell you, the one that's watching this video, baby, it's your I can't season. You got to begin to use the word can't a lot more. See, it only gives, and listen, I tell God, you always give me like the strangest way to minister to people of God. God, I hear all the preachers preaching, I can. Telling people you can do this, you can do that, you can do this, you can do that. Why would you give me a message to these people to say it's the I can't season? When you hear I can't, that mean like, oh, I can't do nothing, or I can't do this and I can't do that. And he said, daughter, I just need you to give the message. So you, the one that's watching this video, baby, I'm about to give you the message that God has given me for you on tonight. Come on, somebody. It's your I can't season. See, the first thing I had to do was look up the definition of can't. And it was so funny because every single way I looked up the word can't, it was only one word there. I'm going to bless you with this. The definition of can't is cannot. So when I read that thing, okay, I looked up the definition of can't and I read that it said cannot. I said, God, are you sure? I got to go back and ask him again. Are you sure you want me to tell the people of God it's their I can't season, God? Are you sure that's the message you want me to give to them? Because watch this. It says the definition of can't is cannot. God said, sure. He said, yes, I want you to tell them they need to use the word can't a lot more. I said, but God, that's the opposite of what I preach. I always tell people all the time they got to stop using the word can't. People be like, I can't get a job. People be like, I can't get pregnant. People be like, I can't get approved for that car without a cosigner. So God, you telling me to tell the people on tonight it's their I can't season. It just goes against everything that I preach. He said, daughter, shut up and do it. Have you ever, come on, somebody, went back and forth in your mind with what God was telling you? When he was telling you to do something, you went back and forth. God, are you sure? Is that me or is my conscience? I need somebody to comment below. I've been there. Have you ever went back and forth with God and he had to tell you to shut up? Yeah, that was my situation on today. He said, daughter, shut up and do it. Shut up and tell the people of God exactly, come on, somebody, what I told you to say. I said, God, okay. I'm going to do exactly what he asked me to do. So you, the one that's watching this video, baby, this video is about to bless you deep down in your soul, baby. This video is about to bless you on a whole nother level. I thank you for all the cash apps being sown to my PayPal, my Cash App, my Zelle and Chime. The information is to the bottom. Be led to sow on tonight. And if you're sowing in the memo session, I want you to put for I can't season so I can know what you're sowing into. Listen, people of God. He said, come and tell them that it's their I can't season. He broke that thing all the way down for me. God said, you are in a season of your life. You, the one that's watching this video, baby. You are in a very vulnerable season of your life. You are in a very serious season of your life. He said, come on, somebody. He told me to come and tell you, watch this, the season you are in your life, baby. You can't let the devil continue to steal your peace. I said, you can't. This is why you are in a season. You're walking into your I can't season. God bless me with that thing. You are in such a serious season of your life that you can't. Come on, somebody. C-A-N-T. Continue to let the devil steal your peace. Somebody ought to comment below. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. See, I ain't talking to the people on tonight that want to act like they got it all together. I'm talking to the people on tonight that say you can't afford to lose your mind anymore. Somebody ought to comment below. In 2021, I can't afford to lose my mind. I can't afford to lose my mind, baby. Everything that has been stealing my peace, it has to go. Oh, you ought to comment that thing. Baby, in 2021, I can't afford to lose my mind. I dang near lost my mind. In 2020, baby, I can't afford to lose my mind in 2021. God said you're walking into your I can't season. Come on, somebody. I don't know who I'm speaking to. Watch this. I just need some people who honest on tonight. Come on, somebody that's not afraid to say, I haven't been having any peace. I'm talking to my people of God who peace has been disturbed by somebody or something. Come on. I'm talking to the people of God on tonight whose peace has been interrupted by someone or something. I need you to comment below. It almost took my peace, evangelist. It almost took my peace. I thank you for the seeds being sown. It almost took my peace, but I can't let it. Oh, yeah. I'm going to bless somebody with this one on tonight. I'm going to bless somebody. Come on, somebody, with this one on tonight. You are walking, baby. God didn't send me here by mistake, baby. I got on a $30 synthetic wig. I've been going through, baby. My eyebrows ain't painted on. My nails all broken up. I ain't on here looking broke, busted, and disgusted to come and play with the devil on today. I'm coming to deal with them demonic forces. Come on, somebody that's been trying to take you down. I don't care what I look like, baby. Don't judge the outside. Come on, somebody. Just look at the gift on the inside of me. I have came to give you confirmation on tonight that you are walking into your I can't season. Somebody ought to put up there, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. I can't afford it. I can't afford it. God said, come on, somebody, something has to change. Mighty God, every time I say that in my spirit, something has to change. I feel like I can conquer mountains. When you begin to say something has to change, the atmosphere around you should begin to shift. When you begin to say something has to change, you ought to begin to see progress in your faith. When you begin to say something has to change, demonic devils should begin to flee. When you begin to say something has to change, you ought to put that thing in capital letters. You ought to put that in capital letters to the bottom of your screen. I thank you for all the seeds. Barbara, I can't see the amount you sowed, but it just gave me a name. I can't see all the seeds, but if you're sowing on tonight and God leads you to sow, please put in the memo session, it's for my I can't season. This is something totally different. Everybody else preach I can, but God gives me a different way of ministering, baby. Something has to change. You ought to put that thing in capital letters on tonight. I'm gonna pause and back that thing up for a second. Beep, beep, beep. Baby, something has to change when you mention the name of Jesus. Something has to change when you begin to say, I can't be like this anymore. I'm going to preach to myself on tonight. If you're going to sit on here all bad and bougie like you got it all together, baby, I'll just speak into my own life. You better hear what I'm saying to you on tonight. Something has to change when you begin to say, I can't do it anymore. Oh, somebody ought to put that thing in capital letters, anymore. See, it's something about when you say, I can't do it anymore. That means it's done, dealt with. You can't go through it another second. You are just now walking into your I can't season. You ought to be tagging your best friends. You ought to be tagging your family members. You ought to be tagging every person you love to this life. Don't be stingy. Come on, somebody, with the word of God on tonight, because I believe there's a message. Watch this, not just for you, but everybody connected to you, baby. You are walking into your I can't season. Rabakosa tabashiande, rebekishiando so tabashiande. You are in a place in your life, baby, where you can't afford to continue to put up with it. Tranika, whatever your last name is, thank you for the zeal. I can't see the amount. It's so many coming quickly, people of God. I thank you guys for all the seeds. Please use my phone number if you're doing Cash App, because someone made a fake page and fake Cash App. Listen, I'm going to pause right there. When you put a demand, watch this, on something, come on, somebody, it must come to pass. You ought to put a demand on that thing. Let me back that thing all the way up for you again. When you put a demand on something, like when you say something has to change, when you put a demand on something, things have to begin to move in your life. A lot of you not putting a demand on that thing. You keep saying, I can't put up with it no more, but you're not putting a demand on that thing. It's something about when you put a demand on it that it has to come to pass. God said you're walking in your I can't season. Oh, who I'm blessing on tonight. You ought to give me some hand emojis down to the bottom. Raise your hand, comment below me. Whatever you need to do, baby. The only way we can come in agreement on tonight with what God is doing in your life, you got to come in agreement. Come on, somebody, with the sound of my voice as I'm kissing God's ears on tonight. Come on, somebody, with the very thing you going through. You can't worry about nobody else on this live, baby. You got to get whatever you need. Come on. You are in a season where you can't hang around the same type of people. Let me sit that right there for a moment and bless somebody on tonight. You were just worried about why God caused that relationship to fail. You were just worried about why God interrupted your friendship with your bestie. You were just worried. Come on, somebody. What happened that caused you guys, watch this, to not be able to stand each other anymore? I'm about to answer your prayers. You ought to put that thing in capital letters. She about to give me confirmation. I'm about to give you confirmation to the very thing you've been praying to God about. You're walking into your I can't season. So because you're walking into that season, people of God, come on, somebody, you are in a season where you can't hang around the same type of people. Come on, somebody. You got to say, watch this, rather I be alone. Watch this. I'd rather be alone than fake. I need somebody to comment that thing below. Comment that thing below, baby. I'd rather be alone than fake in this season I'm in, because I can't afford to hang out with the same type of people, because God said that I'm walking into my I can't, C-A-N-T, not I can. I can't hang around you and your messiness anymore. I can't hang around you and your foolishness anymore. Evangelist Shakira said that God said I'm walking into my I can't season. Come on, somebody. I'd rather be alone than be fake. Come on, somebody. I'm looking for somebody who don't mind saying, I'd rather be alone, come on, somebody, than continuously be backstabbed. Do you know, watch this, that being backstabbed so much can spiritually paralyze you? Let me bless somebody with that there. Let me back that thing up. Beep, beep, beep. Do you know that constantly being backstabbed by the same person over and over? Let me break this thing down for you in the natural real quick. If you are in a fight with somebody and they stab you in your back, baby, they can mess up your spine. Cause you where you can't begin to walk anymore. They can paralyze you from the the top of your back on down, depending on where they stab you at. You are in a season in your life where you can continuously hang out with the same type of backstabbers. Baby, do you know if you constantly let that person keep juking you in your back, keep stabbing you in your back, that they can spiritually paralyze you, have you at a place where you hate people, have you at a place where your walls are up and you feel like you can't trust nobody again. Have you at a place where you crying, snot nose, runny nose, because you trying to figure out what you did wrong? Do you not know that if you continuously deal with those type of people, they can spiritually paralyze you? Somebody ought to comment below, I need my legs. I need my legs, baby. I need my legs so I can walk right up out of your life. I feel my help from the Holy Ghost kicking in. Baby, I need my legs so I can walk up out of your life. I need my legs so I can't continue to let you spiritually backstab me over and over again. You puncture me once in the back and I forgive you. You stab me in the back another time and I forgive you. God said I'm walking in my I can't season. Come on, who I'm blessing on tonight so I can't, C-A-N-T, continue to hang around the same type of people. I'm looking for some people that say I'd rather be alone than being talked about. Baby, I'd rather be alone, come on somebody, than have messy support. Let me tell you something. I was explaining this to my friends over the weekend. You know, we were sitting out chopping it up and talking while we was out there selling baskets. I said, in this season, baby, I don't need everybody supporting me. Why? Because all support ain't good support. I just uploaded your next Facebook status. You ought to tag me in that thing. Put that thing in capital letters. All support ain't good support. 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 You the one that's watching this video, you so busy trying to be supported. Let me tell you something. You got real support and you got messy support. Baby, devil, you won't tongue tie me today. All support ain't good support. You got real support and you got messy support. I'd rather be alone, baby, than get messy support in this season because I can't afford it. God said, you the one that's watching this video, baby, you are walking into a season where you can't. Your I can't season. I cannot afford it in this season. Come on, somebody. You ought to comment below. I can't do it. I can't do it. Baby, I can't do it. When God gave me the night's message and he broke that thing down for me. Remember, I said the definition of can't is cannot. It's real simple. It ain't give me no other words. It ain't give me no long sentences. It just said cannot. You cannot afford to deal with the same type of people in this season. God said, you the one that's watching this video, you cannot. I thank you for all the seeds being sown to my Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, and Chime. The information is to the bottom. If you're sowing, please put in the memo section, my I can't season. You cannot afford it. Some of you can't afford to go another year, come on somebody, without starting that business. Oh, I'm talking to them people who God keeps saying, start the business. God keeps saying, start the business. You worried about where the money coming from. And God said, daughter or son, just start the business. You cannot afford to go another year without writing that book. God is saying, write the book. God is saying, write the book. I can't write the book because I'm worried about what people going to say about me. God is saying, write the book. You can't afford to go another season without investing in your dreams. I don't know who I'm talking to on tonight, but you rather put money into that man and his children. Can I keep it all the way real? Because we done all of them been there playing stepmama before because we love the man so much. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? You can't afford to put, come on somebody, any more money into that man. Give them your taxes to flip instead of investing in your dreams. We got to do better. Somebody ought to comment below. We won't be stupid this tax season. We won't be stupid this tax season. I don't know who I'm speaking to on tonight, but baby, you can't afford to give up your taxes another year because you need to watch this. Come on, somebody. And we done all been stupid before. Women, can I just keep it real? You can't afford it because you need to invest into your dreams. Come on. Somebody ought to comment below. I can't afford it. I can't afford it, baby. I can't afford it. I can't afford it. I can't afford, come on, somebody, to place everybody else before me in this season. Oh, I need you to put that thing down there in capital letters. That thing just blessed me. I can't afford to put everybody else before me in this season. I can put you before me time and time and time again. Watch this. Some of you have put your own parents before yourself. Some of you, come on somebody, have put them grown children before yourself. Can I talk about it for a moment? Some of you, come on, who I'm ministering to on tonight, have put family and friends before your own self, but you are in a season where you cannot afford to put anybody else before you first. We got to go back. Come on, somebody. See, you can have a good heart, but don't be stupid. Baby, I just uploaded somebody else's Facebook status. You can have a good heart, but don't be stupid. I put up a post on today on Facebook, people of God. And you know what the post said? I didn't see in the Bible, well, come on. God said, Adam can't have 100 women and Eve had to keep taking them back. Oh, listen, I feel my help coming. I'm about to snatch this $30 synthetic wig off, baby. This my basket wig. When I'm making baskets, I look a hot mess, long as my pockets be all right. Listen to me, baby. I didn't see nowhere in the Bible. You got to talk, you got to talk ghetto when you touching on Adam and Eve, baby. I ain't see. You got to put on your ghetto voice. I ain't see nowhere in the Bible where it said Adam could have 100 women and Eve had to continue to take him back, baby. You can't afford to keep being somebody's fool. See that right there gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings, but I'm okay with it. You can't afford, baby, to be somebody else's fool. Come on, who I'm speaking to on tonight. Put that thing in capital letters. Put the word fool in capital letters. Baby, I can't afford to continue to be your fool another year. I can't afford it because I'm walking into my I can't see A-N-T season. Baby, I can't do it. I can't do it this year. I love you, but I love you more than I love my own self. And something just ain't right there. If I love you more than I love me, and you love you more than you love me, baby, where do I get love? See, I'm gonna back that thing up because somebody might have missed it. Beep, beep. Baby, if I continue to love you more than I love myself, and you continue to love you more than you love me also, when do I get loved? Somebody ought to comment below. When do I get loved? When do I get loved? Rabako satabashiande, roboko satabashiande. You can't afford it. You can't afford it in this season. You can't afford not to be loved. You can't afford to put people before you in the season. Come on, somebody. You can't afford it. You are walking into your I can't season. Now you see why God gave me that thing. He break that thing all the way down. Come on. Some of you are struggling. Watch this. On that job, making ends meet, living check to check. Come on, somebody. You walking into that job every day miserable. You hate the pay. You hate the boss. You You hate your messy co-workers, but yet, watch this, you won't take the time out to start your own business. You cannot. Oh, I don't know who I'm speaking to on tonight, but you better hear what the Holy Ghost saying, baby. Why walk into another job making somebody else rich, miserable, messy? Come on, somebody. You hate your co-workers. You hate the pay, knowing you should be your own boss and making your own money. You can't afford to go another year making somebody else rich. Who I'm speaking to on tonight, you can afford not to start that business in this season. Oh, I know what I'm talking about. You ought to comment below, I should have been did it. I should have been did it. I should have been did it. If I'm talking about you on tonight, you can afford not to be your own boss. You ought to comment below, I should have been did it. Come on, somebody. God said you are walking into your I can't season. God said 2021 should be your year of accomplishments. I need somebody to type that thing in capital letters, accomplishments. Baby, I don't care if you misspell it. You better put ACC something up there. You are walking into your year of accomplishments. You the one that's watching this video, you've been through too much hell. Come on, in 2020, even in the beginning of 2021, to not to be able to walk into your season of accomplishments. Watch this. God said you can't afford anything else. Baby, I can't afford to do nothing but accomplish my goals because I can't afford anything else. I am walking into my I can't season. You can't keep on crying. You can't keep on giving up. You can't keep on throwing in the towel. Come on, you can't keep on mentally breaking down. You are in your I can't season. God says, speak that thing, come on, into existence. You got to begin to speak the opposite of what you're seeing. Somebody ought to comment below, this bless me, this bless me. I'm going to wait on you, this bless me, this bless me, this bless me. You got to begin to speak the opposite of what you see, the opposite of what you see on tonight. Come on, people of God. This is your year of accomplishments. The reason you got to begin to speak the opposite of what you see, because your sight can play tricks on you. You ever was riding down the road and you thought somebody was somebody else, you turn around and wasn't them? Or you go out and you see somebody, you be like, you got a brother named this and this, or a sister named this and this, and it's not them? You can't go by what you see because your sight can play tricks on you sometimes. Come on, somebody. You got to see the opposite of it. God said he know you may be homeless, but baby, you better speak your way into having them house keys. Oh, I'm talking to my homeless people right now. You laying on somebody's couch, you homeless. You deserve your own home. You sleeping in your car, you homeless. You in a shelter, you homeless. You deserve your own home. God said, don't go by what you see. The opposite of what you see is where he wants you to go by. He know you may be homeless. But baby, you better speak the opposite. You better speak them keys into your life. Come on, who I'm speaking to on tonight. You may be temporarily broke, but you better speak your way into that new stream of income. Who am I speaking to on tonight? You may be angry and overwhelmed, but baby, you better speak your happiness into the atmosphere. God say speak the opposite of what you see. You've been going through too much. Come on, who I'm speaking to on tonight? You've been going through too much. God don't have no choice but to come through for you. You are walking into your I can't season, people of God. Somebody ought to comment below, I can't. It's real simple. Two things. I can't. I can't. Put that thing in capital letters. You can't afford to be attached to dream killers in this season. You, the one that's watching this video, yes, you can't afford to be attached to dream killers in this season. Why? Because you got a prayer and a plan. Somebody ought to comment below, I got a prayer and a plan. I got a prayer and a plan. I got a prayer and a plan. I can't afford to be attached to dream killers in this season. You can't afford to be sleeping with somebody else, man, in this season. Why? Because you deserve your own king. You can't afford it. You did it in 2020. Baby, I can't afford to do that thing this year. I deserve my own king. Come on, somebody. Who I'm speaking to on tonight? I just need some people that don't mind keeping it real on tonight. I thank you for all the Cash Apps, PayPals, Zelles, and Chimes that are coming in the note section. Please put your sowing into your I can't, C-A-N-T season. You can't afford to keep on, come on, switching up man to man to man. You can't afford to keep doing that. Why? Because you're trying to find your children a daddy. Somebody ought to put that thing in capital letters. I'm trying to find my kids a daddy. I tell people all the time, baby, stepdaddy's winning. Who? You can't afford to keep bringing all them different men around them children. You might don't want to hear it, but you know I'm speaking some real stuff. You trying to find your kids a daddy. I put on Facebook today, when you looking for a man, make sure you looking for a man who could be a father to your kids, baby. You come as the whole package. Somebody ought to comment below. I come as a package. I'm a whole package deal out here. I'm a whole package deal out here. When my husband came, baby, it's me and my kids. I don't care how fine you say, it's me and my kids. You got to get ghetto with that. It's me and my kids. Ain't no jumping and bouncing up and down and me all night long and you walk past my children like you don't see them. Whoa! I'm a whole package. Y'all laying up in these big old beds, these rent-a-center beds and every blow-up beds and water beds and every kind of other thing you're having sex on. Y'all, listen, if this is your first time on my live, baby, I'm an evangelist that keep it all the way real. On these expensive beds. Just to light a Victoria's Secret or a Bath and Body candle and let I almost said that word, Lord. Let a Negro jump up and down inside of you all night and walk past your children like he ain't even see them. How? You come as a package. You ought to put that thing in the capital center. I'm a package. Come on, my phone vibrating. So somebody out there keeping it real. Somebody sowing seeds to the truth. You are walking into your I can't season. Come on. Somebody is in a season of their life where you got to be in a certain type of season of your life where you tell the devil, I can't do this anymore. I got to tell the devil that. I got to tell the devil, listen, I can't keep having threesomes with my husband. I had to tell the devil that. I got to tell the devil I can't keep staying up all night getting high night after night after. I got to tell the devil that. You got to begin to tell the devil the very thing that has been breaking you down. You can't afford to do it anymore. Come on, people of God. Somebody ought to tell the devil, come on, you got to get to a place. Come on, somebody. I don't know who I'm speaking to. Somebody need to tell the devil, you ain't finna keep laying on your back for bill money. Come on. Come on. I'm just talking to the real grown people on tonight. Somebody ought to tell the devil, I can't keep laying on my back for bill money. You ought to tell the devil, come on, you can't keep cheating on your wife with big booty Judy. Come on, somebody. The sex good, but you love your wife at home. No. You can't keep doing that in this season. Them STDs out there. I ain't talking about no sexually transmitted diseases. I'm talking about them spiritually transmitted demons. You can't afford to keep cheating on your wife. Getting them STDs. Come on, somebody. Not even realizing them spirits transferring. You ain't never been a freaky man like that. You all cheating on your wife with this real freaky big booty girl. Come home trying to jump off the ceiling fan and do all these tricks, pinning her every which way. You think a woman don't know, man? It's either porn or Paula. We've been together all these years, baby. Where you got that move from? I remember one time I asked my husband, he would put, listen, y'all know I'm married. She about to keep it real. Somebody ought to comment below. She about to keep it real. I asked my husband one time, he put me in all these figure four positions. One, I'm a big girl. Two, where you got this move from? Can we keep it real? One, I'm a big girl. Two, where you got this move from? Because we ain't never tried that, baby. Come clean. It take all that. Them STDs out there, man. Them girls be so fine, but be having them spiritually transmitted demons. Can I just keep it real for a moment? I'm dead serious. He was like, babe, was on a porn site. Baby, you better tell me something. You better tell me something, but I ain't what they names be, because we done all watch porn before. What they popped up on your Facebook, can I just keep it real for a moment? I ain't what's the little porn sites be and all kind of stuff. Oh, she's guy sleeps with hot stepdaughter. Baby, I ain't her. You can't pin me all kind of crazy ways. I'm too big for it. Stay out porn. I got to tell them that before. Y'all know I'm going to talk about my life so people can feel comfortable. Y'all laughing, you know I ain't got no sense, but y'all know I'm going to give it to you raw without a condom. That's what the people of God need in this season. Baby, you can't afford it. You can't afford to be out there cheating on your wife with Pornhub. You can't afford to be out there cheating on your wife with the young lady from the strip club or the call girl or your next door neighbor, because men can be messy. Dang, you gonna cheat on her? You gonna cheat on her with the next door neighbor? Somebody in a 50-mile radius? What is going on? Y'all men be something else, but baby, that's a whole nother life. You can't afford it in this season. Some of you, come on somebody, some of you can't afford to be believing the doctor's diagnosis. Come on, who I'm speaking to on tonight. You can't afford to be believing the doctor's diagnosis. Come on somebody. Come on. God said you are already healed. Come on somebody. They gave you this long to live and you done lived past that and you still believe in the doctor's diagnosis. No, devil, you are a liar. You are a liar. God said you are in a season where you can't afford to believe what the doctors say you got. I don't know who I'm speaking to on tonight, but you ought to comment below, I am healed, I am healed. Put that thing in capital letters, I am healed. They said, come on, they don't have a cure. But you are more healthier than the people who don't have anything. Who I'm blessing on tonight. You can't afford to believe the doctor's diagnosis. They saying you have HIV. You ought to say, I do have HIV. Spiritual HIV. Evangelist, what's spiritual HIV? Happily improving very well. I'm happily improving very well. I have spiritual HIV. They telling you got HIV, devil, you a liar. You better tell them you got spiritual HIV. Spiritually improving very well. I mean, happily improving very well. Some of you are happily improving in your finances. Very well. Some of you will be happily improving very well in your new house you're about to walk in. Some of you are about to be happily improving very well in your health. Some of you are about to be happily improving very well in your business. Come on, who I'm blessing on tonight. Some of you are about to be happily improving very well in your marriage and your relationship. Come on, somebody. Who I'm blessing on tonight. Some of you are about to be happily improving very well in your relationship with your children. Come on, somebody. Oh, I don't know who I'm blessing on tonight. Come on, you can't believe what the doctors are saying to you. You got to find a way to turn that thing around for the good. You can't afford it. The doctor's always saying something. You'll never walk again. Your blood pressure's so high. You're going to be sticking yourself every day of your life with diabetes and you need chemo for cancer. Come on. And you got to take these pills for lupus. Man, come on with that. You can't believe the doctor's diagnosis. God got the last result. He done told some of y'all that y'all blind. You'll never see again. I tell my sister, you ain't blind. My sister, she's blind. She was in an abusive relationship with a guy when I was locked up. And I truly believe God had me locked behind bars because I would have killed him. But anyways, he was abusing her real bad. And he kidnapped her one day, beat her so bad he bust the blood vessels in the back of her eyes. So she's legally blind. That's what the doctors say. But I tell her, sis, you ain't legally blind. You spiritually blind. What does spiritually blind stand for, evangelist? What does spiritually blind stand for? Boldly loving the inner me now, devil. I'm boldly loving the inner me now, devil. Because when you blind physically, you can't depend on the world. You can only depend on that thing inside of you, God. Your spirit, how you feel in your heart. So I tell her, you ain't blind, sis. Naturally, you blind in the spiritual realm. You boldly loving the inner you now, devil. You got to call that spirit out. You're depending on the inner you. God is giving you your strength. I thank you so much, Nina Morehouse. She has put the information below. I thank you for all the seeds being sown to my Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, and Chime. If you're sowing into the word, make sure you put in the memo section, I am walking in my I can't season. You got to be blind to the mental traps that the devil are throwing at you. You got to say, I can see it. You are blind. And the spiritual realm. Boldly loving the inner you now, devil. You are blind in the spiritual realm. You got to tell the devil, I'm blind, all right. I'm Ray Charles to it. Whatever it may be that's breaking you down, I'm Ray Charles to it. I'm blind to it. I'm blind to the fact that you keep telling me I'm not healed. Devil, you a liar. Come on, I don't know what I'm speaking for. I'm blind to the fact that you telling me that my relationship won't work out with my children. I don't know what I'm speaking for. I'm blind to the fact that you said I would never be able to have children. I don't know what I'm speaking for. You got to be Ray Charles to it. Somebody ought to comment below, I'm Ray Charles to it. Devil, I ain't seeing what you talking about, man. I'm Ray Charles to it. God said it's your I can't season. Remember the definition of I can't is cannot. You cannot afford, come on somebody, to not get everything God has promised you in this season. You can't afford it. I need somebody to just comment below. I want everything God has promised me. Everything God has promised me. You cannot afford to not take back everything the devil stole from you. Come on, somebody. I want you to just comment below. I can't afford to not take it back. I just uploaded your next Facebook status. I want everything the devil took from me. And tag me in that thing. I uploaded your next Facebook status for you. I want everything the devil took from me. Put that thing in capital letters and tag me in it. You cannot afford it. You cannot afford, come on, somebody, to let your haters not see you bounce back in this season. Come on. You can't afford to let your haters see you like that, man. You the one that's watching this video. You can't afford it. Why? Because you are walking in your I can't season. I need somebody to put that in capital letters. I tell my clients that book me, I am taking bookings again. I wasn't taking them last week because I was busy making Valentine's Day baskets. But I am taking booking counseling sessions again. I need my followers to just text this to the bottom. If you are interested in booking a one-on-one counseling session with me and you would like to know my fees, it's one of me. I can't talk to everybody. Text 754-246-0580. Y'all put that number to the bottom for me. Don't call. Text. For scheduling fees to book me for one-on-one counseling sessions, I only do it two-way. Via Facebook Messenger and Zoom, or I do it in person. I stopped doing it over the phone. Because people can get distracted with their children, distracted with who walking around them. So I only do it two ways now. Via Facebook Messenger, via Zoom, via WhatsApp, face-to-face, or in person. Text 754-246-0580. Listen, you guys. I love you guys. God bless you guys. If this message has blessed you, you guys can follow me on YouTube too, Shakira McFadden. I always put the Facebook lives there because not everybody have Facebook, so you can also do it there. Thank you, Jerry Graham. Listen, people of God, if this message has blessed you, be led to sow only by God. Thank you, Nina Morehouse. Be led to sow only by God. And if God is leading you, remember in the memo section, you're going to put for my I can't, C-A-N-T season. My Cash App, Zelle, and Chime. Please use my phone number, 754-246-0580. Then you will see Shakira McFadden pop up because someone has made a fake Cash App. If it's PayPal, it's Shakira McFadden with 2 N's at AOL.com. I love you guys. God bless you guys. The 18th and the 19th this week, I will be in Atlanta, Georgia. And also, the 20th and the 21st, I will be in Greensville, South Carolina. I want to see you guys. I love you guys. God bless you guys. Take care.